You watch your moms figure that looking good, getting head, going to the club and doing all that shit. You watched her put that type of shit first. And now, by the time you get to adult age, I know how we do it in the black community. By the time you get to adult age, what happened? Shut up. Go get a job. Yo, you know what? And I had fucking clipped this joint. But we gonna watch a video right now, right? Y'all know who that dude Cartel Bo is? Y'all ever heard that dude Cartel Bo talk about his family situation with his moms and all that, bro? That's all I know. Yo, bro, when I say that's all I know, I mean like, yo, it's rare. It's rare. When you coming from like a household where you supported and loved. That is rare. This I gotta fucking get the whistle caller because this shit is bugging. Right. Hold on, man. You know how we do, gang. Pardon me. Let me bring y'all over real quick, man. We got stuff we gotta do. Don't worry. I know I'm handsome and all that, and just being up on me is kind of like he handsome as shit. He one of the most cutest people in the world. I don't mind being cute. I'm cute some days, y'all. Alright, hold on. We gonna spin this back. And we should be good. Hold on, gang. I had to take something down, but yeah, man. Why not? Yo, I don't know why people can't talk real. Those is the I was saying earlier to make it we was talking about like the AI videos, right? Yo, bro, them AI videos that everybody watching, bro, like we might well take some words out the dictionary, gang. It's some words, gang. We might well take them shits out the dictionary, gang. Some words don't deserve to be in the dictionary no more, bro. We gotta take those words out the dictionary now. Oh, what the hell? Oh, shit. Hold on. My bad, gang. We gotta get this right. I apologize. Oh, hold on, gang, man. We gotta get this right, gang. My fault, gang. Alright. I'm trying to... Oh, man, son. My bad. It don't matter, though. It's all a journey. We getting started on a great journey. And nobody gonna be able to stop us. You know why? Because we ain't gonna stop. We ain't gonna let nobody stop us. But communication is the key. Right? And what I started out by saying is like, yo, I think that when you said the waves. Right now, good question. I want to know the answer to this question, right? Right now, if you died today, what's your biggest regret? Like, you going about your regular day, your legs just give out. You just fall. You like, what's going on? My legs don't work no more. You go to the hospital, they like, yo, you got a rare kind of cancer, leukemia, seizure disease situation. You got leukemia, cancer, and now you got seizures, and your legs don't work, and you about to die in 16 hours. What's your regret? Fuck it. Some of y'all like, nah, that can't happen to me. Some of y'all might be going to the corner store Your ops hop out, pull up on you. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You sitting there bleeding out. You bleeding out, damn. What you would regret right now? You about to die. What's your biggest regret? That's going to be a question I'm going to ask everybody in the chat tonight. If you were dying, yo, do you got to spell dying? Can you spell like to D-I-E? Is that D-Y-I-N-G? Or is D-Y-I-N-G the dying like dying clothes? D-I-I-N-G is dying? I don't mind. Even if I sound slow, I don't mind sounding slow and being slow. It's been like that all my life. Now dying, D-I-I-N-G, you see how I make it say yeah? I'm not gonna do that. Because Mekit used to make fun of me before. So I put the capital there and it's not the thing. So spelling dying like D-I-E-I-N-G, that's not the word. You looked it up?
No, because I realized the grammar.
Yeah.
Because the I-E is going to be D-I-I-N-G. So it got to
Hold on, Mekit. Gemini. How do you spell dying? Like passing away, Gemini.
The way you spell dying, as in passing away, is D-I-E followed by I-N-G.
So
you need help with it.
You said D-I-E followed by I-N-G. I put D-I-E followed by I-N-G and it had the red mark under it. Like to tell you it's incorrect? I got the
spelling you're seeing on the screen.
Now continue, go ahead.
Okay, I'm ready. Is there anything else on the screen you'd like to know about?
Hey, yo, Gemini, I am totally frustrated with you, Gemini. I do not, like, bro, what kind of AI chatbot? You can't remember the last question. I don't get that. You know what, Gemini? Cool, man. You know what? How about this? If you were about to die, keep that in caps. What would be your regrets? If you was about to die, what would you regret? You know the fucked up part about shit? Is where I come from, most people would say nothing. I don't have regrets. You know why? You know why? Yo, bro, this is something that people get agitated with me for doing, right? People get agitated with me for doing particular things, but one thing I do is I'll be like, so you know how a person would be like, yo, you expect people to think like you. You expect like, but the people that say shit like that never realize that they giving the expected answer. Like, I don't regret nothing. You seen that in 100 movies. Have no regrets. A man doesn't regret. Yo, bros, we living in real life or is we living in fake life? Especially you from the bottom. If you ain't make it, if you ain't achieve your goals, if you ain't reach your apex, you know how much of a low life I guarantee you, if you don't got no regrets like that, you probably a bad parent. Yo, you ask any parent that's bad, yo, because look, right? People don't notice it. Where a person could see your life, a person to be aware of your life, and know you should have some regrets. Know you should be upset. What make it just say, not knowing my full potential, right? So, this is some people like, oh, you want people to think like you. No. Say you like, yo, if I die today, I would be upset at not knowing my full potential, right? That's what Meghan said in the chat. If you watching on TikTok or if you watching on Twitch, if you was dying today, give me some of your regrets. But now let's address the dying and not knowing my full potential. Well, if you didn't reach your full potential and you put that out there, is there not questions that can come behind that? Well, why didn't you reach your full potential? Well, how come you didn't reach your full potential? Well, what's stopping you now from attempting to reach your full potential? Why not attempt to do this? So that's the natural things of how it's supposed to go. But we've come from communities where a person says something and then it has to stop. You can't communicate about it no more. Make it says myself is stopping me. So she say, hey, I'm stopping myself from reaching my full potential. Now, if you encounter somebody that give a fuck about you, or love you, or want to see you shine, they might try to help you with that problem. They might try to help you to figure things out. Yes. But do you know the reason why you might fight it? Like if you say, yo, let me find a reason why I might fight something without using an excuse or that you've heard before. Because 9 times out of 10, if you heard it before, it's a part of the thing. Like, it's a part of it. Like, it's all just connected. So, it's usually like, okay, why will I fight against becoming a better person? There's always an excuse, man, kid. If you just joining and you on Twitch watching live or you on TikTok watching live, the question right now is, if you were about to die, what would you regret or what would be your regrets? None of that movie shit. We don't want to hear, oh, you know, I ain't got no regrets. We don't want to hear that shit. You said comfortability. What you mean by comfortability is you mean that you're comfortable not reaching your full potential. When some might say you should never get comfortable. Yeah, definitely a learned behavior. But on the outside of it, being a learned behavior, sometimes it's not really a learned behavior. Sometimes it's you just didn't learn a different behavior. So it's like you just going through life on autopilot. But you know the thing about going through life on autopilot? Now, I don't know how autopilot works. I ain't never had a Tesla, so I don't know how that shit work in a Tesla. But what I'm assuming is you program it, right? What I mean by you program it, you on autopilot, you set the plane, and the plane going in a particular direction, and it's going to stop when it get in that direction, right? But you can't make an emergency landing, right? It's an auto. You can't just be like, hey, yo, land right here, then stop right here, then shoot over here. We got to pick this up to add to this, then do this. You can't just do it like that. Because when you on autopilot, you ain't in control. The destination is set for you. So most of the dudes I know, the destination is set. So I know where I'm supposed to be. I could look at all those that was like me and I say, okay, where they at? How they doing? Oh, that's how my life is supposed to be. I was supposed to be like that. I wasn't supposed to be able to make it. I wasn't supposed to be able to survive. But when you turn that autopilot off and you take the control, oh, that's where you could get somewhere. So when I think about the day coming where I might get comfortable, where I might feel okay, I realize that the only way I'm getting there, the only way I have a possibility is for me to be in control. Because from the beginning, you know, from the start, you come here and who in control? Your parents. And I don't believe in that. You and your parent went through the struggle together. You know, me and my parent, we went through the struggle together. We came up together. No, the fuck we didn't. You ain't had no control of yourself. So you was on autopilot. Mom, dad. And since you was on autopilot,